Libra, February is kicking off the month with you standing in your true self. You are going to be powerful. This is getting some of the things that you want, clearing out some of the things that you need to get rid of, and it is going to turn in your favor. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, rising sign of Libra, or wherever Libra is really highlighted on your chart, on your placement chart. So you guys, welcome to the channel, because this is going to be a really crazy time, and it is very important. You actually, the first card that came out when I was shuffling is the Queen of Swords, and that represents Libra 100%. So Libra, this is you being truthful and honest and saying, you know what, I don't like this. Kind of like the movie where she has to figure out what eggs she wants to eat, okay? Because her partner he wanted to know what her favorite type of eggs were. Scrambled, what is that? I forgot the name of the movie. But, and I know 100 of you are going to post it on here, but it's like she had to figure out, the woman had to figure out what type of egg she wanted, because she didn't know. She copied her boyfriend. So she was always clinging and following other people, but she didn't know it. Sometimes we don't even know that we're doing this. And it's this moment in time where you take a step back and say, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. Now, some of you have already gone through that. You've already overcome that, and you're leading into a really high, powerful, empowered you. But those of you who haven't recognized it, the month of February, you're definitely going to see it. Now, remember, this is a general reading. It may not be you that we're talking about. It might be your partner or your son-in-law or the next door neighbor. It can be anybody that has something directly to do with Libra. But this month is about releasing anything that doesn't work for you. Queen of Swords has been through everything. This Queen of Swords understands balance because of what they've been through. They've, really hit a lot of challenges and struggles, and yet they also have this optimistic side of them, like our beautiful Libras. But your purpose, one of your purposes here on Earth, is to create balance within. Absolute divine masculine, absolute divine feminine, and wavering it and divine connection when you blend it together. And that's what you're doing as you walk forward with discernment, removing anything that doesn't feel right. And I feel that this has really come from, well, I'm hearing it's come from a lot of years of you being, I feel, overlooked, or people didn't hear you. There was like a lack of validation on some level is what I'm seeing over here, a lack of validation. Whatever is going on with Libra, I'm telling you, I just see you like pulling these cards, pulling back your sword, that's a sword of truth, by the way, pulling back everything and rebalancing. You have the Six of Pentacles, and that's what this is talking about, is rebalancing. You may have found you were an overgiver. You may have found that you were giving to the wrong people. You give for the right reason, and maybe it's the right amount, but you're giving it to the wrong people. So you had to take a step back, and you had to go through this process, and all the way through the process, we come to the point of resting the mind, resting the body, rejuvenating. And during this time, when you go through your spiritual awakening, your appearance can contort, right? You can look very, very different from before you go into the spiritual journey and then as you come out of it. And that's where I feel a lot of you are. And even if you're already out of it, may even consider changing your appearance. But it's all about you, this empowered you after a very long period of time. So let's take a look at your foundation. I use different decks and I'll pull the cards out. What I'm saying for some of the Libras, you have some definite new prosperous opportunities. And I am seeing some of you are going to get new clients. Now, especially if you are in the law, if you are in the legal realm, actually an attorney, or you work for an attorney. Some of you, this has to do with contracts and documentations, just like the card represents. But it's really about your clients coming in. So if you have your own business where you are printing copies for somebody, this is what you do, hypothetically, you're going to increase your business. If you're an attorney, you're going to find new clients, and those are going to be very rampant. You're going to see through the year of 2025, it might even be hard to have availability for an attorney. It's going to be quite interesting as we go through these changes. And just as you went through yours, this is a big, big deal. But that's what I'm saying. There's new clients coming in no matter what area of your life. If you've been working on you, that's what's coming in. You have the Ten of Swords. Somebody absolutely betrayed you. Again, it falls underneath the Swords energy, truth. This is lies. This is no communication. This is stabbing you in the back and really betraying you. And you, again, had to go through this powerful re-energizing. But with this main card of the Queen of Swords, you're going to pull your power back if you haven't already. Now, you may have been dealing with a situation where you missed an opportunity, or you felt like you missed an opportunity. Some of you did lose something that was bringing in abundance, whether that be a job or a pay link of some kind, like you receive money for X, Y, and Z, and that got cut off, and you're waiting for the new source to arrive. Over the next couple months, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 days by the time you look at this video. There is two, don't look for them, but when you start seeing 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, that's when this abundance is going to come in, and it's indicating that the replacement of the money. So it's important to understand it was removed for a reason, and it's to help you grow. If you harbor in that low vibrating energy, you're going to suppress and it's like putting an invisible closed top where the abundance can't come in. So this is releasing it, and know that it's actually happened, whatever this was, for your highest good. For some of you, I feel it has to do with a bank account, a closed bank account. It may an account of some kind, money related, okay? Now for another group of you, they're showing me, and I don't feel this has happened yet. The other one may have already happened, but what I'm seeing is it's coming in the future. Remember, past, present, future, and this is in the ethers. It hasn't even been thought of, it's not close enough for you to grab onto it. It's coming down the road. Whatever this is, I feel you have somebody coming in to share some kind of truth, reveal something, and it has to do with getting a payout, a legal document that says you are entitled to. There's a lot of contracts around Libra in the month of February, whether you're starting them or you are finishing them. A lot of contracts are coming to fruition. That's what I just heard, fruition. Okay, you guys, this is very, very powerful energy. You have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is talking about setting boundaries. Some of you need to create a new plan for yourself, and in that plan, set boundaries. Meaning you need to make a grocery list, you need to itemize things, you need to make sure that you're not, it does have to do with budgeting. There's a lot of financial endeavors for Libra that I'm seeing for the month of February. Some of you are dealing with the loss of a relationship, and it's really affecting your life, and it hurts me. That hurts my heart chakra. Remember, energetically, I'm open, and when I come into these readings, I'm saying, tell me whatever the majority of the Libras need to know for the month of February. That's how I call in these readings. That's where I see these visions or hear the words, and that's what comes through. And of course, the cards usually follow whatever I'm talking about. So there's this defying a line. You need to draw a line when it comes to somebody around you. And we're going to look at family, friends, and relationship in a minute before I give you the guided message at the end. But this has to do with you, what it is that you want, what makes you tick, pulling the passion back out. You may need to write a list of everything that you're good at, every asset, every skill, every piece of you that is of value, all right? and make the list out. Some of you might be feeling very sad, very lonely, even bordering the DEP word, okay? Bordering that. I can't say certain words or it'll be out of the feed. So we have to make sure we're careful on what we say, right? So I feel that with this is common knowledge. I just heard the word common knowledge. So you could be dealing with a situation that has you heartbroken, really upset, really sad over something that's common knowledge around you. I don't know what that means. Let me know if that makes sense for you in your life. Now look what's coming in, the Ace of Wands. When I'm talking about passion, making that list, some of you need to figure out your soul's purpose. You need to change direction in what you thought your soul purpose was. Meaning, a lot of people, you see, tarot is a great way to reconnect your inner self, to reconnect unconscious to consciousness, right? To trust the decisions that you make without relying on other people, to begin to go inward and follow your intuition. That's what tarot does for people on their own. This is just paper. It is paper, just like the written books that people follow in religion. It is paper, but it's the belief system behind the paper. So when you are going through and making this evaluation list of your skills, your strengths, your assets, of the things that you've been through in life, this is going to help you see a completely different direction that may start up in February, but I see you making the plans for a twist and a turn of your destined plan. Like you're going to rewrite your own destiny because you're going to get excited again. You're going to find something, and I feel for a lot of you, it may be after reading a book, taking a course. You invest in something, a very small amount. It could be joining my blog, who knows, right? Rising Through Ascension, where we go beyond. The link will be up here. You'll see it pop up, or you can go in the description box below. But this is about this new vigor inside of you, and it's going to hit every aspect of your life. Now, another group of you, I do feel that you've made plans that are going to fall through, all right? And you may already be feeling it. You may have received some type of communication, or it's getting ready to come in as February begins. And probably in the first week, I see the 3rd through the 7th, maybe in that first week of February, there's a change. There's something else that's going to be required. There's a cancellation. But the plans that you're making are going to change. So if you had plans to go travel to see somebody, to go, especially when it comes to finances, picking up money, a job offer, a new, I'm seeing real estate. If you have a real estate investment that you were getting ready to get involved in, whether that's a sale of a home or the purchase of a home, there's going to be a change to it. It may be a delay, but I feel it's more like a change to the contract, a change to the documentation, putting some stipulations in. We put our fridge in there, but we're going to take a fridge out, and that's a rewrite. I don't think it's a massive big deal for some of you. For some of you, it's going to be okay for you to do this. Now, those of you who are buying investment, you're buying real estate for investment, and they're showing me like a big farm, like rows and rows of farmland, of vegetation. It doesn't matter what the country is, wherever you live, if this is what it is in your life, there is going to be a delay on that, okay? But you'll get word of that. And that's for the purchase of it. I do feel it's going to work in your favor because I feel there's going to be an offset in the money, of the purchase price. Now, others of you, I feel that you are creating a new community. This is a new bonding, like almost looking for a new soul family, looking for a community where you fit into the community. Some of you, I do see it virtual, it is online, but you're going to know what that means for you, but you are starting it. If you can't find it, you're starting it. We are in the day right now where you can actually do this. You can go online, start your own business, start a community, start a blog, start connecting to people again. Remember, the queen knows how to connect mind, body, and soul. You connect directly to source. You don't need to look outside of your body, all right? I don't look outside of my body. I call upon my team only when I need to. Otherwise, I go within. And I take if I get a hit, if I get hit because of it, that's my doing. And if I'm not sure, then of course I always ask. But this is just this beautiful, empowered side of you. Now let's take a look at family, because I have a feeling this Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups has to do with the family or a friend member, a friend of yours, okay? Where you have this talking about guides, right, and guardians. The Temperance is patience. It's being patient while a situation is unfolding. For some of you, I feel this person does live at a distance. They may live in a different country, but I feel that you're two worlds apart, okay? Maybe you feel that you've ascended, or they have ascended into this new world, into the 5D dimension, into a new reality. Your perspective of reality and theirs do not match, and there is a merging coming together starting in the month of February. And I feel this will be through written communication. Okay, it could be text. I think it's email. Okay, it's longer than most text messages, aren't like this long, although I'm one of those that do write them long. But this is of communication coming in about this particular person. They could be a Sagittarius or any fire sign, is what I'm seeing. A fellow air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm seeing Scorpio and Capricorn. Okay, so whatever's going on over here, there's some truth that's going to come in and like set you free. It's going to open up a new world for you, whoever this person is, whatever they need to share. And I feel that they actually kind of stabbed you in the back before. Whether it was them or somebody else, you're going to find out the truth starting in the month of February. This may have taken place in the month of December for some of you, but I feel it was much long ago, 3-4 years. It could even be 30 to 40 years. It's been a while, let's put it that way. But for a few of you, it may have happened much recent than that. It's important that you set boundaries, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, but anybody who has a very materialistic view on life. Libra, you go back and forth. You love to dress well, and you usually always look well. You're dressed well, you smell good. You're usually always in best appearance when you go out and about, oftentimes even in your home setting. But this is different. There's a change in you because of this individual person. For some of you, you may be writing up a plan, getting a loan from somebody that you actually know, and that's why you're looking good. You may have had some difficulties, but this King of Pentacles is actually going to help you. It's actually going to help you. For another group of you, you must set boundaries with this person, okay? Whoever it is, they sit on a throne. You may see them as an authority figure. I kind of bounce back and forth there. You might want to rewind it for a second because I'm talking about the first one. This is a person that I feel sits on their throne and says, listen to me, do what I say. If you don't, kind of reminds me of a upside down Leo energy where they can be really mean, right? But they're very stubborn, and I am hearing the word short fuse. They may have a bit of a temper if you push them the wrong way, if you push them too hard. Whatever this is going on, there was something going on that really hurt you, okay? And I feel it's this King of Pentacles. I feel that they really hurt you. They may have been betraying you, talking about you, gossiping, or you were convinced by this person about something that wasn't true. The bottom line is the truth is going to come out, and it's going to bring back this sense of power. I see 2-3 people for many of you, obviously not all of you, but there is somebody around where you may have even forgot about. It happened so long ago, you might have forgot, and then you get triggered and you remember. and then the conversation comes back up. The triggering could actually be from this reading on its own. Let's take a look at romance, okay? Make sure you are creating, before we go on, make sure you're creating a boundary. You have a set of rules. I will not gossip, okay? That's a rule. So if you don't gossip, you don't want to be involved in other people's gossip. That is the biggest way to go, it'll take all your abundance. It will. It'll take all your abundance. It's a matter of time. It's not a matter of if it will or not. It's a matter of time when that happens. And right now, everything's changing. Everything's turning upside down. And so the people who gossip will be called out on it. So let's look at romance. For some of you, the betrayal was by a partner. This could be your ex, okay? And this is a little different. Usually I'm seeing somebody who's in a relationship, but I feel that either you are separated or you're no longer with this person. That Ten of Swords was them. And they could be one of those zodiac signs that I mentioned, but it doesn't matter what zodiac sign it is. It matters the character of the individual that you were dealing with. The betrayal, the lies, the deception, phone calls that weren't real. I feel like they faked phone calls, like, you know, when somebody fakes being sick, and they're not, and then they go out and they go play, you know, calling hooky, right? That's what we always called it when we were younger, hooky. But yeah, they weren't nice to you. We have the King of Pentacles. There you go. The King of Pentacles again. Okay, so whoever this person is, they really believed they held a lot of authority over you. They controlled you. They may have been demanding, just dominating over you. And I feel that they messed with your mind, okay, whoever this individual was. But it doesn't mean that it's over. The separation between the two of you, they've changed. Regardless, I don't feel that you're necessarily going to get back together, but you won't know this until you meet with them. And they are going to contact you and communicate you to meet with them. Whatever this person does, wherever they live, there is going to be some type of communication. Some of you are going to drive to go see them. Some of you are going to fly to go see them. It looks like a 2 to 3 hour drive, flight, and like 3 to 5 hours by car. Let me know if that's you. Where either they're coming your way or you're going their way. You are moving ahead. You're done. You're not going to deal with anybody like that. Remember, the Queen of Swords has dealt with all of this. You've already dealt with it. You already are aware of it. You're done with it. And by leaving situations that make you feel blocked, that make you feel undervalued, where they sit on their money, and they're like, you can't have it. I'm not buying you anything. You pay for your own stuff, even if you're a stay-at-home parent, whatever the situation was. You may be a grandparent who's staying at home and you have no income. I just feel there was such a heavy domination in the past. Now, I do feel this person is actually healed and they do see the errors of their way, but you'll have to make a decision on whether or not you want to include them in your life and to what capacity that may be. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, there's a beautiful coming together where you may be divided, not on the same side, not on the same team, but it's like you like the ocean, they like the mountains. Okay, so it's not necessarily something that's going to really devastate the relationship because you'll know how to create a sense of balance, but there is a distance because of differences, okay, whether that is under the same roof or not. Planning, all right, you may be planning to make a trip with them. I feel this trip is going to be very cool. I see ducks, okay? Now, obviously, this isn't going to be for anybody. Let us know if it's for you, but the vision that I'm seeing is like going to the countryside. It's a red barn-like house. It may be a barn, actually, but I see ducks waddling, waddling along. I feel that the grounding of you being in nature, all right, it is surrounded by trees. It looks like oak trees, apple trees, something like that. That look of a tree is very beautiful, very serene, very calming, and that's what's going to help this relationship. Not that you have to go to that location, all right, but you and your partner making a trip, a day trip, okay, a walk trip, hiking, a picnic, but getting grounded in unity, that's synergy, all right? Your energy is going to become meshed again by making this time together. It's time to make a plan when it comes to you and your partner and how to get that passion back, how to get back on the same page. You married them for a reason, you picked them for a reason, you live with them for a reason. So this is making future plans for some of you to actually set the date, to make changes, to move in together. For some of you, you're going to be moving in together with this chariot, like you're making plans. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, oh, I see you smiling. Okay, the vision is like, I see a male. It doesn't matter. This is just a vision. Okay, the vision. Let me know if it's your vision. I see a male, very, very proud, walking all dressed nice and very proud, walking down. It looks like a convention center aisleway. When you go to convention center, at least in the United States, there's this big huge building, and then they have booths, you know, little booths over here. People sell things, vendors or whatnot. It goes all the way around the entire building, and then they have them in the middle. So there's like rows as you go through. I see Libra walking down very proud, and somebody bumps into you. If you had popcorn, your popcorn would be all over the place. But you're smiling so big, you just laugh. You just laugh. This is how good you feel. Well done on going through your spiritual journey and getting to the point of laughter again. Remember, laughter heals everything. So if we're so involved in this ruckus of drama that's going on around us in our life, we'd stop laughing, and it brings us into this low vibration. But this Libra, whoever it is, you are laughing, and that person sees you. You guys are like, love at first sight. It's going to be very beautiful. All right, you guys, let's take a look at your guided message, okay? I hope you're doing well. Please join me on Rising Through Ascension. This is my new newsletter. It's a free newsletter, or you can join the community. It's a great way for us to talk more freely on the other platform. Again, it's Rising Through Ascension. You will see it in the links. Libra, it's time for you to be strong and courageous and be brave as you go forward. There's this unexplainable desire to fill your heart with joy, to fill your heart with love, because you are about love. You love love, and you attract love on every level of life. But everything you've been through has kind of closed that off. And now I see they're showing me the beautiful aura, the beautiful rays of openness, allowing love to come back in your life. Whether this is love of a person, love of a soul connection, love of life. For some of you, it's going to be love of the land, of the area that you live, or a place that you're going to visit, where it almost seems like it's your, what humanity calls heaven on earth, where it's beautiful, it's priceless, and you just want to be there all day, all night. This is your time to be courageous and take a step. Be the Fool card in the tarot and take a leap of faith that you're going in the right direction. Your divine connection, because of your beautiful, empowered self and who you are and the courage to rise into this level, is taking you to new destined places. Each place you go, each person you meet will open you up to allow more into your life. A change, a breath of fresh air, to let go of the things, the residual energy that is blocking you from this beautiful new path. Libra, this is your time to shine, to go forward and show the world who you are. If you fall along the way, we'll be there to pick you up and get you reconnected to divine directly, mind, body, and soul. Thank you. All right, you guys, I hope that helps you and you have an amazing February. Much love.